With the Lions' 28-24 loss at the hands of Minnesota Vikings on Sunday, we're going to dive into the offensive statistics of this game and really see where the wheels fell off and what we can do to correct this ship going forward. Let's check it out. Welcome to Detroit! Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. As you already know, I'm Hat and Beard. We're going to be diving into the offensive statistics of the Week 3 matchup where Detroit fell to Minnesota 28-24. That's a 4-point defeat, and just looking at the early statistics of it, oh yeah, Austin Seibert was 1 for 3 on field goals. That's 2 missed field goals. That's 6 points. That puts you ahead 30-28 and you win. But, you know, hey, we got Austin Seibert. We didn't keep Riley Patterson. Riley Patterson's trash. He's a trash kicker, right? He did a terrible job last season for us in replacement of Austin Seibert because somehow our kicker got hurt last year. And we signed an undrafted rookie free agent out of Memphis, a little kid by the name of Riley Patterson. Came in and did a bang-up job for us. And then he was in a nice little kicking competition with Austin Seibert all through training camp. And everybody could see that Riley Patterson was the better kicker. Austin Seibert's not that great. But hey, you know, we elected to go with Austin Seibert because clearly he is the more talented, he is the more physically gifted, he is the better kicker. There's no argument, right? There's no argument. 1 for 3 on field goals Sunday. You cost us part of the game, bud. What did Riley Patterson do? Oh, yeah, he sucks, right? He sucks. No team would want him. That's why we cut him, right? Jacksonville definitely didn't claim him off of waivers like immediately. Nope, that's a fallacy. That's not true. And he definitely didn't go 7 for 8 against the Chargers because he's terrible, right? He's bad. He's terrible. Awful kicker. Better not keep him around. Austin Seibert's the man. Now that that's out of the way, I really have a big issue with Austin Seibert being kept on the team. I really liked Riley Patterson. I'm not going to get over this for a while, man. This is going to piss me off for so long. That's neither here nor there. Let's get into the offensive statistics of it. Breaking it down in the passing game, let's take a little look at what Jared Goff did. Jared Goff was 25 of 41 for 277, a touchdown and an INT. 41 attempts for a team that is supposed to be a run-first offense. Look, I said in one video early on in the preseason for my season-long projections that Jared Goff's going to have to throw the ball 30 to 35 times, a couple of times a game, and he's hit that number almost every single game this year. I thought we were going to be a run-first team, which I was expecting Goff 25 to 30 attempts, but these 35 and 41 attempt games, it's getting a little outlandish for a run-first team, but that makes sense because, hey, you know, the NFL is designed for points. Why have a defense? So if we're a run-first team that throws the ball 40 times a game. Out of 76 plays, you threw the ball 41 times. That's more than 50%. You're not a run-first team. You're a pass-first team. 76 plays, 41 of them are pass plays, bro. That's not a run-first team. But Goff, 25-41 for 277, 1 touchdown that we got early on to Hawk, which we'll delve into that, and we'll talk about Hawk in a minute here. And then 1 INT. That was pretty costly. You know, any turnover is going to be costly, but especially a turnover in hostile territory when you're trying to get your first road win for your coach, and you know, could have taken the captain's chair there for the North. Could have been sitting pretty at the top of the North, but it is what it is, man. Goff's gonna have to be the engine that runs this team, man. As much as we want to rely on DeAndre Swift to be our guy, look, man, DeAndre Swift just isn't durable. I don't see any road that ends in us keeping DeAndre Swift past his rookie contract. He's hyper talented. He's hyper special. He's probably he could be a generational talent if he had the physical ability to withstand a season in the NFL. I mean, we're in week 3. Week 2 he was dinged up. Week 3 he's clearly broken, and he's probably going to be out for week 4. The first quarter of the season, you gave us one full game. You were able to give us one game where we actually utilized you the way that we wanted you. I said in a video way early on that I didn't think DeAndre Swift had the durability to sustain the workload that he needed to hit to get his 1K and 1K that he wanted to get. He wanted 1,000 and 1,000 rushing and receiving. But I said he doesn't have the durability. And look, we're going into week 4 and he's practically done. You're going to have to shut him down. We're probably going to shut him down for the next 2 weeks, and then we have the bye week. So, yeah, don't expect to see... I expect DeAndre Swift to be out the next 2 games, give him 3 weeks off. He'll then... Oh, we'll hear how rested he is and how healthy he is and how bad. Oh, he's back to. Oh, he's so healthy. He's so healthy. And then he'll get 1 game and he'll get hurt. He'll look fantastic in that 1 game, but then he'll be like, oh, my other ankle hurts, or oh, my fingy hurts, or something. I don't know, man. I'm a little concerned with the durability of DeAndre Swift. It's an issue that I've had with him. I think he's very special, but he's not the engine that runs the team. So we're gonna have to shift the weight off of the shoulders of the running game onto Jared Goff, which is unfortunate because that's just going to put us right back into the position that we were in last year. It's going to put us right back put Jared Goff into the position he was in his final season in St. Louis, LA, or whatever the hell you want to call him. And Jared Goff, when he has to carry and shoulder a team through a full season, he's not that guy. He can do it 1 or 2 games out of the year, no problem. But when you're asking Jared Goff to be Tom Brady, to be Peyton Manning, to be the engine, the heartbeat of the team, he's just not that guy, man. But unfortunately, we're now shifting. It's going to have to be that, because when you're throwing the ball 41 times on 76 plays, you're not a run-first team. When your lead star running back can't stay healthy for more than a game and a half, you're not a run-first team, man. So Jared Goff, you're going to have to shoulder the load. But let's look at the rushing statistics. DeAndre Swift actually touched the ball more this game than he did last game, which I probably would have just sat him down, because the 7 times he carried the ball for 31 yards, averaging 4.4 yards a clip, clearly caused some issues. So why didn't you just set him down? Why did you roll the dice, Dan? Why did you gamble on it? You shouldn't have done that. You should have shut down DeAndre Swift. I understand he probably wanted to play, but you should have looked out for the benefit of the team. Craig Reynolds chipped in 6 carries for 13 yards, really pulling the team average down to 2.2 yards a carry. He didn't really have the best day. Craig Reynolds, we're going to probably give you more opportunities in the next few weeks with Swift being limited or potentially out entirely. You're going to have to make a little bit more out of those opportunities. I understand, game planning wise, all week long, you're the number 3. They're not really projecting you to get a lot of touches, but when your number's called, man, you got to make the best of those opportunities. I'm not really going to hound on you too hard this game, because we've seen it in the past. Your resume speaks for itself. Clearly, Craig Reynolds is able to do productive work when given the opportunities, but when he was called upon mid-game to come in relief of DeAndre Swift to really act as more of our number 2 back behind Jay Willie, he didn't really thrive so well. I mean, he did okay, but it was serviceable. It was serviceable. And then with DeAndre Swift being hurt, Jay Willie took over as the lead back. He carried the ball 20 times for 87 yards and 2 touchdowns with a 4.3 yards per carry clip. That's pretty damn productive. And, he touched the ball 20 times on the ground. I think he had a couple of catches. Let's take a look here. Yeah, he had 2 catches. So Jay Willie touched the ball 22 times. That is a starting running back workload. He didn't get hurt. He's not dinged up. He's not going, ow, my ankle, after 1 game of being the lead back. He's not, luckily, this is what I've been saying for the whole season, is that we're incredibly blessed to have 2 hyper-talented running backs, a 1A and 1B, where Jamal Williams can act as a full-time running back, as a full-time starter, just like I've stated with Tony Pollard in Dallas, or Alexander Madison in Minnesota that we just, squared off against. We'll talk about him in the defensive video later on. A.J. Dillon, these guys are all hyper-talented. They just happen to be the Robin to whomever the team's Batman is. And Jamal Williams is, for the next couple weeks, he's going to be our lead back. So if you guys are looking for someone to pick up on your fantasy waiver wires, I'm sure Jay Willie's out there. You might want to take a peek at Craig Reynolds, because you never know. I mean, Jay Willie could turn into DeAndre Swift, and then after 1 game of a full workload, he's going to be like, oh, my ankle hurts. I can't play. Let's jump into the wide receiver core. This is another sore spot for me, because I am a massive Amon-Ra St. Brown fan. I think Amon-Ra St. Brown is going to be a very, very special player through the duration of his career. I think that everything projects towards Amon-Ra St. Brown potentially getting a gold jacket. I don't know if he'll be able to do it playing in Detroit. It hasn't happened very often. And you have to be very, very special in Detroit for that to happen. I don't know if Amon-Ra is Calvin Johnson special. I think he's very, very, very good, and he could be Calvin Johnson style of special. I think his play style is more, gritty like a Hines Ward. I think he's an incredibly special player. I was very, very disappointed that we couldn't get him the record. I thought that the consecutive games with 8 or more catches would have been just a huge morale boost for not only him, man, but for the whole team, dude, because he's kind of like the embodiment of the team, dude. He's gritty. He's tough. The coach referred to him as a pit bull on the field, man. And, like, when he couldn't get... I know he twisted his ankle, and unfortunately, with him being hurt, and then as soon as St. Brown twisted his ankle, our offense became incredibly stagnant. We could hardly move the ball, man. So it's obvious that regardless of whether you're running the ball or passing the ball, Swift and St. Brown are your ones and twos. Whenever they're on the field, St. Brown is your number one wide receiver, and DeAndre Swift out of the backfield will be your number two target. I mean, Goff can't seem to get it together with Shark. They're just a cunt hair off on their synchronicity, Josh Reynolds, you did good, man, but you dropped a very crucial touchdown, my friend. You dropped a huge touchdown. You dropped a couple of big passes. So that's kind of why you are in the position that you are. Why, like, even though you have the physical skill set to be a number one wide receiver, you're just kind of going to bounce around the league from team to team because, well, Josh Reynolds, you're just about a bump above a DB as far as the hands is concerned, in my opinion, the way you're going, bro. But you did happen to lead the team in receiving because St. Brown got hurt, and Shark just kind of disappeared after his first two big catches for 40 yards. But Josh Reynolds leading the way for us with 6 catches for 96 yards. St. Brown coming in second. Again, he should have been the team leader, but they just refused to force feed him the ball because, well, even though he's a soldier and he's a warrior and he's out there trying to give it his all, the coaching staff felt it pertinent to keep him out and hold him back from the game, but not DeAndre Swift because reasons? Because we're a run-first team who passes the ball 41 times on 76 plays. That's what. Gotcha. DJ Shark, 3 catches, 46 yards. That's not going to cut it, bro, especially because in the first half you had 2 catches for 40. Then you just, disappeared in the second half when St. Brown, was dinged up and you had your opportunity. Dude, DJ Shark, I get it. It's really an $8 million contract with $2 million in incentives, but you're the $10 million 1-year prove-it deal, dude, yo. Why aren't you out there proving it, dude? You showed up week 1, 4 for 52 and a touchdown against big play Darius Slay. Where you been the rest of the season, my man? Where have you been? Why have you not figured it out with Jared Goff yet, man? You got all the skill sets, dude. I've seen you guys hit them in practice and in training camp, and you had a nice couple of plays here or there throughout the season so far, but I mean, what the hell, man? What the hell? Like, do we need to expedite J-Mo's return? Because seriously, what the hell? Jay Willie, 2 catches out of the backfield for 20 yards. Yeah, whatever. Hawk, we did exactly what I said they should do with Hawk. They got him going a little early. They started throwing to him early, but then they just got away from him because they went. Hawk, after starting off early with 3 catches for 18 yards and a touchdown early on in the game, finished with that stat line. So there you go. Big brain Ben Johnson, I guess. I don't know what's going on, man. I don't know what's going on with TJ Hawkinson. I don't understand what his deal is. I don't know. Maybe the team don't like him. Maybe he's just a bust, dude. But clearly you've seen early on in the game the stats don't lie, dude. He was able to get out. He was able to get the touchdown, dude. That's efficiency. That's effective work when given the opportunity. But then they just stopped giving him opportunities. DeAndre Swift had 3 catches for 15 yards, so he touched the ball a total of 10 times. I hope those 10 times for 46 yards was worth it, man. I really do. I really hope that at the end of all of this, Dan Campbell and Brad Holmes can sit there and they can go, hey, man, boy, them 10 carries for 46 yards was totally worth it to ruin DeAndre Swift, man. 10 carries for 46 yards, totally worth it to lose him for the next 2 weeks. Totally worth it. Those 46 yards, man, clearly those 46 yards were real fucking important, man, because, well, those 46 yards are what made the field goal so much easier for Austin Siebert to go out and miss them, right? Craig Reynolds had 1 catch for 5 yards, and Khalil Freeman had 1 catch for 4 yards. Those are irrelevant stats. Craig Reynolds, again, getting a little bit of an opportunity, but not enough. I mean, when you look at the box score, fellas, it's just disheartening, man. It's just disheartening. So altogether, we had 23 first downs. We were 3 for 16 on third downs. Yeah, that's not going to cut it, Dan. That's not going to cut it, Dan. That ain't going to cut the cheese, Dan. Your 10 touches for Swift really helped on those. 3 for 16 on third down, didn't they, Dan? Oh, yeah, boy. 3 catches for 18 yards on a touchdown for Hawk, but 3 of 18 on third downs, boy. Yeah, there's no reason to include them, guys. Don't develop plays for DJ Shark. Don't use the best players in positions where you got. No. 3 for 16 on third down. That's hyper efficiency, you big brain bastard. Yep, there you go. Beautiful. But we were 4 of 6 on fourth down. We were 4 of 6 on fourth down. Yeah, why were you facing so many fourth downs that you felt you had to go for it, man? Why don't you use Jack Fox more? 3 punts, 134 yards for the 4.47 yard net average, with one of them punts coming inside the 20. Why don't you use that big leg punter you got? I mean, clearly, your special teams coach has such a big, massive fucking brain that he kept Austin Siebert instead of Riley fucking Patterson. Maybe that's what it is. You have such a big brain fucking special teams coordinator. Oh yeah. Big brain move there. You had to go 4 of 6 on fourth fucking downs. Just beautiful. And here we go. 76 plays. Run first team. 76 plays with Jared Goff dropping back 41 times. Yeah, we're a run first team. We're a big run first team. We're just going to bully people around with our big, strong offensive line. We're a run first team. 41 passing attempts on 76 offensive plays. Yeah, we're a run first team, my ass, dude. You had 1 turnover, 1 costly turnover, and you held the ball for 34 minutes and 4 seconds. You had more time of possession, you ran more plays, and you had, you didn't have more yards. The turnover is what cost you. The turnover is what cost you the game. Amani Aruarie being flagged for a bunch of fucking penalties, man. 7 penalties. We got flagged 7 times for 59 yards. That's going to cost you the game. Turnovers, penalties, and, 76 plays. 3 of 16 on third down, man. 3 of 16? Seriously, Dan? 3 for 16 on third down? What the hell is wrong with you, man? What the hell, bro? I don't get it anymore, fellas. I don't know what's going on, man. I'd like to say that against Washington we look great, but Washington just looks like a bag of shit now, so that's not even a quality win, dude. We choked away this game in Minnesota because, penalties, and Austin Siebert is just the greatest kicker that's ever kicked a fucking ball. I don't know, guys. Let me know what you think down below. I'm getting way too worked up over this. I gotta go chill out, man. Drop a comment down below. Make sure to hit like and subscribe. We'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.